Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Darian. Today we have a fragrance video. I'm so excited about the fragrance that I'm going to be talking about today. I'm excited because I have been eyeing this fragrance for a little bit and trying to see how I like it. And I finally just was like, you know what? I have a gift card. I'm going to go ahead and get the fragrance and see how I like it. And I'm so glad that I did. So let's get into it. Alright y'all, so I'm going to be talking about Prada Paradoxe Intense. I feel like this is one of the most beautiful fragrances that I have in my fragrance collection. Oddly enough, I hadn't really had Prada like on my mind as far as a fragrance to really check out, our fragrance brand to check out. I think the last time I checked out Prada, I was checking out their candy fragrance. If you're familiar with it, it's a little tall. And as far as I know, that's the gourmand fragrance that they have. When I was in store, I honestly couldn't even smell the fragrance. And I don't know if it's just because it probably was like mostly sprayed out at Sephora. So I can't really even tell you what that fragrance smells like. Maybe another day I'll go back and try to smell it. But from what I heard, that fragrance is pretty popular. So recently I just wanted to check out the bottles that have like the triangular look because I feel like they look so classy and it just looks like it's a nice perfume bottle. So I smelled the original Prada Paradoxe fragrance, I smelled the Intense, and I smelled the Radical. And my favorite of all was the Intense. And if you've been watching my fragrance videos or have seen any of my fragrance videos, you probably can guess why. It is the sweeter one on me. I love a sweet perfume. I'm not really big on florals, but if the floral is done right, if it's a sweet floral, if it's a warm floral, if it's given not just flower on its own, and depending on what kind of flowers were used in the fragrance, I can make some exceptions, okay? So this fragrance, it is a warm floral. As soon as I spray the fragrance, it's just so sweet. It's so yummy. Those florals are, I won't say strong in a bad way. It's just the florals do stand out when I first smell the fragrance. But the dry down on this fragrance is so beautiful. That dry down is so sweet and it's not too soft. When I say soft, I just mean like it has that soft type of feel. It's not necessarily soft as in like you can't smell it on you still. It has like this, maybe a little bit of powderiness, but it's just so sophisticated. It's just like all the things. It's just such a good fragrance. And I feel like you could wear it in daytime, nighttime. You could wear this at work, but you can also wear this if you want to go out to dinner and just still turn heads with your fragrance. I personally am not a person where I wear fragrance to turn heads, but I definitely feel like this is a fragrance that people will be probably on you, like asking like, what do you have on? It smells so good. And again, the florals in it don't make it too mature, like where it feels like, it's not given young, wild, and free, okay? Let's just say that. Honestly, when I went to go purchase this fragrance, I did smell it again from the tester, like sprayed it on me, everything. And I kind of was like, I don't know at first. I think once you start to pay for something, then you start to like really think like, do I really like this? Or, And this fragrance is not a cheap fragrance. So I was like, before I spend my money on, like, do I really love this fragrance? And then when I went back to spray it, to actually buy it, but I sprayed it before I buy it, I feel like I do that for some fragrances. Like, let me just double check. Because if it's not my typical fragrance that I would go to, I want to make sure that I want it, because I've done that in the past. Bought fragrances and y'all, don't even use some of them. All right, I'll use them like here and there. So when I went back and I sprayed the fragrance before I bought it, I was like, it smells more floral than I remember last time, but I gave it time to dry down, and it just kept getting better and better. I kept becoming more and more intrigued and just love the fragrance even more. It continues to get sweeter on me, and those florals kind of like dissipate down. It's this vanilla like scent that just comes through and just stands out, and I love a vanilla. I feel like you really can't go wrong with vanilla, especially the gourmand lovers, the gourmand girls. I feel like a vanilla just does it every time. I love vanilla in just about any fragrance that I have. And if I have a fragrance that doesn't have a vanilla in it, it's something in it that just makes it sweet or captivating, or just, I just need at least a little sweetness. Even in my fragrances that aren't really considered gourmands, or they're more fresh and clean or something like that, I need just at least a little bit of sweetness. Or any other florals I have, it has to have at least a little bit of sweetness in it for me to be like, okay, this is my fragrance. Okay, I'm gonna get this. I like it. It's something I can see myself wearing. Alright, you guys, so let's get into the look of the fragrance. So I ended up getting the 1 ounce with the travel size that came with it. And I normally, when I buy my fragrances, I will get them from Sephora or Ulta because of the point system. I feel like that makes more sense for me, so I can save more money and get more things with my points. So I ended up getting mine from Dillard's because I had a gift card. And I was gonna get the actual, I believe it's the 1.7 or the 3 ounce, but I was like, you know what, this seemed like a better deal. And have you seen the price of this fragrance? That is an incredible deal. Okay, this was when I had sprayed it and I was still like not fully, you know, like I was there to buy it, but I wasn't fully knowing if I was gonna really like this. So I ended up getting this one, and now I'm thinking like, should I have gotten a bigger bottle? But then I'm like, I could just keep this in my purse and just take it. Like, just keep, I don't have a lot of travel fragrances because there's not many fragrances that I feel like I've come across as like, I just absolutely need this on me at all times. I have 2 fragrances probably right now that I probably feel like that about. And then because I purchased it from Dillard's, the sales associate also gave me the lotion. So I was like, okay, I can have this and this for my purse and this. I feel like I got a really good deal with this purchase. But let's look at the bottle. Look at this beautiful bottle. I love the triangular, you know, bottle shape. I feel like the top adds that elegance to it. I feel like this fragrance is just so pretty. Not only is the bottle pretty, and the bottle honestly was something that intrigued me, like how the perfume bottle is. I love that you can lay it on the side. I feel like that's pretty cute. Well, you have no choice to, I guess, unless you want it upside down. I don't think you want to do that. But the fact that it lays on the side, I feel it's so cute, and it just looks expensive. It looks expensive, okay? We like that. It has like a classy feel. I felt like the original Prada Paradoxe was not sweet enough for me. And the Radical, it was something about it that I didn't like. I don't even remember what it was. I just know that I did not like the way that it smelled on me. All right, y'all, I'm gonna do a quick spray and then we can jump into the notes of this fragrance. It just smells so good. Y'all, I feel like you cannot miss with this one. This would be the perfect holiday gift for somebody, and the holiday time is coming up. I feel like this would be a nice holiday gift. The Intense, oh my goodness, so sophisticated, so sweet, but still just, it's just so pretty. It's sophisticated in a way where it's not too mature, but it definitely does scream, I am a woman, okay? I am a woman. And I'm actually curious how this fragrance smells on men. I feel like a man obviously could wear whatever he wants to wear, but I feel like this fragrance would be nice to see how it smells on the men. This fragrance leans for sure more feminine. So let's get into the notes. I'm gonna read the keynotes from Sephora, and then I'm gonna go into Fragrantica, because I knew that there was vanilla in here, and when I saw on Fragrantica that it was vanilla, I was like, okay, this is what I love. This is what I'm picking up in this fragrance. On Sephora's site, it says the keynotes are jasmine, amber, and moss. I feel like that combination just goes really well with each other. And on Fragrantica, it says the top notes are bergamot, essence, neroli bud, pear. The pear makes sense. It says the heart notes are neroli, essence, jasmine, super infusion, and moss. And it says the base notes are serenoli, moxalone, ambrofix, vanilla bourbon, which it just, ooh. and natural vanilla. So those notes do make sense to me. I feel like it all just comes together so well, and it's just such a beautiful fragrance. I want to say the main things that I pick up when I smell it on my skin is the pear. I can see how there's a little bit of a fruity aspect to this because it's not like a floral where it's just like straight flowers. It's just so pretty and sweet, and everything just kind of it's just sophisticated, but it just like flows and it's yummy. I want to say it's that jasmine that's sticking out on me, and then the vanilla. So you guys, this is a beautiful fragrance. I'm so happy that I just went ahead and got it. It was a fragrance that I didn't really know. If you have been eyeing this fragrance and just don't know if you want it yet, I feel like it was well worth it. I love that if you go to different department stores, you may be able to get a better deal. Like I was able to get the deal on the travel spray and the 1 ounce, and they gave me this lotion. The lotion didn't come in the box that it came in. So if you like to travel with sprays and stuff like that, I feel like that's a good, purchase. Or if you just want one for your purse. And I think the 3 ounce is like $180 or $185. So you really do have a lot to think about. They do have a refill container that you can purchase to refill the fragrance, and once you run out, I'm pretty sure you can do it on all the bottles, but I haven't really, checked or anything. So it's just such a beautiful fragrance. I usually will be like, oh, this is something I'll wear in the fall, or this is something I'll wear in the spring or summer. But honestly, I feel like I will wear this fragrance anytime. It's something that I feel like would be nice to wear to nice places, but it's not limited to just wearing to those nice places. Like some fragrances I feel like it's so nice. I don't want to just wear it running up to the grocery store. I feel like it's just out of place. I'm not about to spray this on just to go get some cleaning supplies. But this is one of those fragrances, I respect it. I respect the price and everything, but it's one of those fragrances that I feel like people could consider this as their signature fragrance. And I also feel like people could wear this any and everywhere. One, because it gives like signature scent energy. Like this is just my scent, okay? But also because it's still sophisticated, it still is classy, but it's versatile. So it would not be a bad everyday fragrance. Now, me personally, I jump from one thing to the next. One day I'm feeling this, the next day I'm feeling this. Today I have on purple makeup, tomorrow I may want to wear red. That's just how I am with a lot of things in my life. I just kind of, how I'm feeling. But I feel like if you're a person who just wants that scent, that's your scent, and you don't really need all the different things, this might be a good fragrance to start with, or just to have in your collection. All right, y'all. I feel like I done talked enough. I feel like the fragrance is self-explanatory. If you have not smelled this fragrance and you are looking for a new fragrance, I feel like you need to check this fragrance out. If you have it and you love it, tell me what you love about this fragrance down in the comments. It's definitely a yes for me. I honestly want to say this fragrance is a 10 out of 10, okay? It's a 10 out of 10. And again, I'm not quick to buy a floral, but this warm floral has done it for me. It has won me over. I hope you guys have a great day, and I thank you so much for watching. Bye.